Hello there, I'm Kim Berry, editor of Food and Drink Business. Welcome to our weekly news roundup, brought to you by Ozcore, leading specialists in plastic storage and warehouse equipment. In the news this week, Endeavour Group is on track to exceed $1 billion in online sales this financial year, recording almost 25% growth. That's around $603 million just in the first half. The company's digital arm, Endeavour X, has announced a $35 million investment in e-commerce technology with a real focus on greater personalisation. Danone Oceania has become the largest certified B Corp company in the ANZ food and beverage sector. B Corp is an independent verification that looks at the positive impacts a company is having across the board: employees, customers, community, the environment. For Danone, the concept of being more than just a manufacturer has actually been its foundation for almost 50 years. In 1973, its CEO gave a speech saying companies cannot only fulfil economic obligations, but must also be a force for good in society. We've covered a number of Danone's initiatives in recent years, so head to the website, search for Danone, and have a read. Late last year, we brought you news of an Australian first, a purpose-built, end-to-end collaborative food and beverage manufacturing precinct called Turbine on the Sunshine Coast. It had been 5 years in the planning, and $8.7 million from the Modern Manufacturing Initiative gave it the funds to advance from a concept to reality. It's appointed Frances Cayley as its project director. She was previously head of property at the Sunshine Coast Council with a $1 billion portfolio. The first stage of Turbine will be a beverage manufacturing and it's expected to be operational by 2023. The National Farmers Federation has called for $1.4 billion to help fund a project to develop 20 regional centres become attractive options for metropolitan-based businesses to relocate. Food and beverage manufacturers are ahead of the game in this respect, with Shepparton, Ballarat and Albury-Wodonga already home to major brands and companies. NFF President Fiona Simpson made the point that the goal is for all Australians to live within 90 minutes of services that they need to thrive personally and financially, and that businesses have access to infrastructure to get people and goods around the country and indeed the world. It really is a case of if you build it, they will come. On the podcast this week, I talked to the CEO of Food Bank Australia, Brianna Casey. I cannot urge you enough to listen to this episode. Brianna's knowledge, passion, absolute commitment to not only helping those who are living with food insecurity, but really pushing the agenda to eradicate it altogether is both captivating and inspiring. She is, as I am known to say, a good egg. For these stories and more, head to the website foodanddrinkbusiness.com.au. Thanks to Ozcore, and a shout out to myself for dealing with this to give you some blue sky and a city skyline. So with that, I'm Kim Berry, over and out.